Hey guys, it's Emma and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, I'm gonna be filming a Sims 4 video, and this is our first one on this channel. I've never had a Sims 4 video before, but I guarantee that since it's become free, there's gonna be more Sims 4 people to play and stuff. So I was like, okay, let me just join the community or something like that. Anyways, so today I'm gonna be building a family house with um a single mom and her toddler, and they just recently bought this house, and the concept is that she worked really hard for this house and she tried her best to make this house as comfortable as she can ever, like, as comfortable as she can make it for her daughter. But obviously, a cheap house comes into very, 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 very sad consequences because this house is right next to a party place where they do party, where they do, all sort of things, and it's like not quiet. So every night, her toddler is waking up and there's always disturbance, and she's actually kind of getting annoyed and stuff. Maybe she made the wrong decisions, maybe something happened, but she's like, this is what she wants the most, but also what she also doesn't want at all. So I obviously her house is gonna be right next to the thing, but it's fine. She feels like it's fine, because she worked really, really hard for it. So I'm making the garage. This house is a really small house. It's not really small, but it's like kind of small. So it's like kind of like a starter home, but it's not too much of a starter home. But if you want to recreate this is no Game Pass at all. You don't need Game Pass. This is for when you just get into the game and you want to build a new house for yourself and for your Sims. You can just build this house. It's very simple. It has two bedrooms and one bathroom and a nice living room actually, and a nice kitchen. And yeah, so as I was saying, the woman actually loves. In my head, I really wanted her to be this type of woman that worked really hard. She always struggled with like her own family. That's why she moved from across the state to this area to find a new home for her and her toddler that she just recently had. Um, Building this home was kind of like a struggle for me because I don't normally build homes in Sims 4. I normally just download homes from the gallery, but I'm putting myself up to the challenge, and I built a actual home from my head because I didn't watch any videos, or I didn't take any what's it called, any like pictures or anything. I didn't use any inspiration. I was just doing this off of my head, and it was not too bad, but I think this house turned out nice, kind of. I think it was okay, to be honest, but I don't know how it is in, yeah. But I really try to make this house feel really homey. So that's why I made it surround this huge tree in the front. It's so pretty. Like, once I found out this tree existed in the game, I couldn't stop playing the game, and it made me so, I mean, stop using that tree in my builds. It makes me so happy. Like, oh my gosh. Anyways, so I added a chimney because I wanted to add a fireplace, and then I deleted the two windows because it looked weird. I don't know if it looks weird in my eyes. Maybe it's my eyes, but I don't know. So I love doing gardening in this game. It's actually pretty satisfying for me in my head. Maybe not for you, but for me it is. I just put a lot of plants together, and like it looks good in my head. So I do that, and I think it looks pretty gorgeous. Pretty gorgeous. So yeah. So there's actually no garages in. I don't know why the Sims 4 doesn't have cars or like garages or anything like to make the house more realistic. But the house actually doesn't have any garage. It's just a like a look from the outside garage, but it's just a bedroom for the mom basically. That's what I made it into because I couldn't actually make a garage. So I made it into that type of thing. I felt like the roof needed like a little of a trim. You know the trim you put around the roof? That you put around the roof and like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it makes it look more complete, to be honest. That's what I was trying to do, but I didn't know how to do it. Anyways, so um yeah, I started going into the inside and sometimes I actually don't like Sims 4 because most of the items are a little too small. Like most of the doors, like they don't some of them don't look good on the wall, but I mean it's fine. It's fine. So I started off with the kitchen because I like starting off with the kitchen first. The kitchen in my head is most complicated. I play a lot of building games and when I started off with the kitchen and I complete it, I feel more complete in my heart. So I start off with the kitchen because it's just a better way for me to think, right? So I really wanted to go with a decal, a wallpaper that I haven't used before in The Sims 4, but then I went with something simple, I'm pretty sure, and I did it. I liked it. I mean, it looked nice, but this is a color I would never go for. Like I would never go for this type of color. It made the house look like just, I guess, cool. This is actually my favorite flooring in the game, and I love this flooring. It's literally so cool. Like I love it. If you guys want to give me any more ideas for Sims 4 videos and builds, I would love to get your suggestions because I get bored easily, and once I get bored, I stop making videos, and once I stop making videos, there's no video in the channel. So, yeah. Uh, So I was doing the kitchen, and this is my simple kitchen. Like I go for this counter all the time. This counter looks so good in the game, and I love this counter. I was trying to decide how I wanted this kitchen because most of the like appliances weren't like going on the counter the right way, right? So I was like just putting it one place and the other, trying to do it, trying to fix it up, the usual. So I really wanted to do that, and then I saw the clutter section part thing, and I just put everything together, bundled together and stuff. So I continued on with the clutter. I really wanted this to stand out. Like this kitchen was really busy, and she had no time to do other stuff. I also did like this presentation board showing that she actually has a job and like she has different type of jobs to do. But one of her favorite hobbies, you'll see in her bedroom that I added like a lot of art, and her favorite hobby is like art, obviously. But her job right now is like kind of like a barista, and she also works in like a company. So she works in the office, obviously. So I started adding plants and all this stuff because I wanted this house to look really, really homey, and I really wanted it to look really cozy. So I added the house and I added house. I added the things that made it look like what I wanted. It's what I envisioned it to look like in my mind. So I moved on to the living room after. Um, I actually added a dining table because I added a really small dining table because I wanted the space to like cut in half, if that makes sense. Like, let me see. Like, I wanted it to cut the living room and the kitchen in half so that it doesn't like crash together, if that makes sense. But I don't know what I'm trying to say. I use this fireplace and I like it. So I tried to add a TV, a standing TV on top, but it looked really weird. And I then realized that they had a wall mounted TV, and I just added it on top. I added this really like kind of looking old couch, and I was thinking in my head that this person would have like kind of like not dumpster dive this items, but like found it like how some like houses they keep their old furniture outside of the house so that like maybe people can come pick it up. So that's what I was thinking she would do. Like she would drive around the rich estate and like pick up like cool furnitures and plants and paintings and girl, she ate that. So I added those stuff and it was really, really good. I tried to like also like um add as more much plant as I needed because I really wanted to add plants. Plants were like my necessity because I feel like she would find plants most, like especially like fake plants, obviously, because she has a kid. She has no time to take care of a plant. So then I found more clutter item in the kids section, and I was like, why haven't I found this? And I was looking really bad for something, but I couldn't find it, so I just left it alone. I found it one day when I was building, but I can't find it no more. So I just added some of the baby stuff that makes it show. Uniquely, I added that basket. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. I was like, I knew this was my idea. I knew I wanted to make a kid's bedroom from the beginning, basically. So I was like, okay, this is definitely gonna be a single mom and a single parent and a single parent and a toddler's home or a child's home or something like that. That's what was coming up to my head. So I started doing that as much as I could. I added this old looking desk and then I added the computer for her to work on. I added this iPad for the baby when they get older. So like I know toddlers can use iPad in this game, but I don't think infants can. So yeah. I added a carpet for them to use it on and I added the wipes and I feel like she would be the type of mom that worked at her desk the whole day. So then she has to take care of her kid on her chair while she's working. So I put most of the baby stuff right next to her desk so that it can like make more sense. I really wanted to add this dollhouse, so I added it to the living room. But yeah, I feel like it's just there, you know. I did a toy box and I forgot I kind of forgot the high chair, so I added the high chair. That's one of my favorite high chairs, but I don't know why I like it. To be honest, I just don't know. So I added this painting to the kid's door to show that it's a kid, obviously. And then I really wanted the color to be purple. I don't know what was coming up to my head, but I really wanted it to be bright purple, like a good purple, not a bright purple, like a good purple. So I made it this wallpaper and it looked really good. And I wanted to go for this crib, but I kind of changed it. Like I kind of didn't like it. Like I just it didn't fit the vibe I was going for. And if she's not dumpster diving, if she's picking up stuff and she finds this crib, or maybe she's going to buy stuff, I feel like she would go for a different type of crib. So I eventually changed the crib because I didn't like it. So I was trying to add a wardrobe for them. And I was like, since I'm going so much for purple, let me just change the crib. So I changed it to that one in the purple type thing. Then I added a bunch of stuffed animals, toys, everything I could add. I wanted to add the castle, but it didn't fit at all. I even tried to find a place for it, but it didn't fit. I didn't want to put it outside either because there's a party place next door and something might happen, so I didn't want to add it there. So I added more pictures. I wanted it to be like a place where you look around and you're like, oh my gosh, this place is so pretty. So it was turning out so cute. I added a little laundry basket thing for her kid. I added some kid stuff. I added everything I could add to this room to make it not look too cluttered. I did that purple dinosaur thing, and I feel like that finished off the room. It was perfect, 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 perfect. I loved it. It was so good. I was literally so happy with this house. I was starting to love it. But then this bathroom kind of like, it's a small bathroom, so I was doing good the first half of it. But I was like getting tired around this bathroom, so I was like, okay, it's fine. So I added a lot of bathroom necessities and stuff like that. And then I started adding clutter because I wanted this house to look cluttered. And, like she didn't have time to clean up her bathroom. So I just added more things that will help her. And it made me, I guess, happy to finish the bathroom because I was like overwhelmed by the bathroom. I was like, what do I add in this place? What do I add? Like, what do I add? So after the bathroom, I moved on to the bedroom, and I was really, really happy that I was in the last room of the house. Um, but my happiness faded away when I realized I had to do the backyard. I was so, so, so sad. But I need to start getting prepared for more of this type of videos because I don't need to be getting tired the whole time. But it's fine, it's fine. In my head it's fine. So I made the bedroom really dark, and I feel like I wanted this bedroom to be like her place where she calms down and like all her stress goes away, and like after taking care of a kid she's like, oh my gosh, this is my room and I deserve to be in this room. So I added this type of bed, but I wanted to add a bed covering, but it didn't really match in my head. So I added her dresser. I added two dressers, and then I wanted to add a tall dresser at the side, but none of them were fitting for me, and I didn't like them. So I think I decided not to do it. Yeah, I didn't decide anything. So I just went on with basics of adult's room. I added some of her paintings and also like other stuff that she could use, that she did in her paintings, and maybe some of the ones that she picked up in the rich neighborhoods that she went to. And yeah, I started adding more paintings, like as much paintings as I could, but most of them weren't really fitting on the wall the way I liked it. So I just like, yeah, I started adding curtains around the house because girl, they need their privacy. They needed their privacy, especially since they live right next to a party place. They need their privacy. They don't need anyone going next to their window and staring at the kid or the woman. So I added canvases on the floor, and I think I wanted to add that, but I didn't add it. And I added the painting on the floor, the big paintings. I added some perfume, nail polish, some shirts, some things that they could use that to help her around the house. I was adding a lot of things. I wanted this house to be really cluttered. Um, so this is not really the style I go for in houses. Normally, I go for like Murden and like really like simple houses, but I didn't go for that type. The back was looking really, really empty, so I added windows around the back to make it look at least decently full. And I started adding plants. I started adding a lot of plants. I tried to add plants at the back so that, as I said, they stay next to a party place, so they have to get their privacy. So I was trying to cover up that privacy. So I was trying to do the flooring, but it wasn't really working out for me. So I held on that, and I added the pool and the things for the pool. I didn't want to make this place look as if like she's been taking care of the back too much, because she just moved in and she's trying to take care of her kids. So I was like helping out. Like I wasn't helping the back as much. I was just like, what do I put at this backyard other than a pool and a place to sit and a barbecue place. What else do I do? So after this, I was like feeling like this place felt a little empty. So I added a little flooring for, so that like they wouldn't be matching dirt while when they got off the out of the pool. I added some lounge chairs, and the final thing I did was, as I said, at the flooring, because I decided on one flooring. It looks really like decent, so I added it. And that's all. If you guys like this video, please smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!